worshiper. We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. To make another mob, the change another guard, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb, the big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds, the victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder, if there's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter, I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission, I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra, salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama, rappers get medevac to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testified. Tolerable, I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was gonna do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe when it's the fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded with charges, don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection, they be like black. Well, who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu, misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But this Swahili meaning of freedom is still you huru. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that It's hard to stay afloat when the world's trying to drown me. All that pain and that hurt made me stronger than they found me. As my enemies surround me, I'ma still stay this proudly. I am blessed, never pressed with my angels all around me. Solo, but when it's time to roll, I got my team in back. Forward motion with the money and my goals and dreams attached. To fail is not an option, even though they wanted that.
All right, ready to get underway. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout. On the corner for a strike. And the home opener is underway. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count's full. And it's down on strikes. And there's one away. And now Yohan Moncada. Late on that fastball. Moncada, in his 8th season, batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. That one's in there. And that is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. That's towards center. Bellinger brings it in, and that'll do it. Back in the Bronx, today's starting pitcher, Yusei Kikuchi.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Good eye right there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And now here is Anthony Volpe. First offering, and it just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike. Foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Inside. Ball 1. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Out there to center. And that's a base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that ends the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now it's going to be Jorge Soler. Rodon back to work. That one in there across the letters.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Rodon ready. Here comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ryan Noda, the next to hit for the Angels. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Second inning here. No score. LeMahieu throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Zach Neto. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in the Bronx, Singy, and we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League, had won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh?
And that one hammered Moniak. Long run. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Paul Goldschmidt stands in now and watches strike 1. Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
DJ LeMahieu stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that misses. 2 balls, no strikes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Ooh,
2
Baya.
balls, 1 strike.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Started at the 3-1. Now a check. And down to first we go. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. That one inside, and it's 1-0.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 down. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Towards first, down the line, and it's foul. Runner edges away at second. And now it's even up. And that is out of play.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Next offering is down low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, on to the third inning. Here's the Angels catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And that's down, a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
He was late there, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Top of the third, no score. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. The batter now, Kevin Newman. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. In the dirt. Next offering upstairs. Bellinger and a full sprint. And there's 2 down. Here's Mike Trout. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fastball for a strike. LeMahieu tosses across to first, and that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Hans Kraus. That one fouled off.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts. Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Volpe in the box now. Takes strike 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
1-0.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Flied out his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Judge off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now the count is even. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. And that is as we go to the top of the fourth. Here comes Yoan Moncada. The wind to kick the pitch. Headed towards the corner. Judge really on his horse for this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Grounder off the pitcher. And he's safe at first. Go ahead run on base. Taylor Ward will hit next. Swung on, belted. Bellinger on the move. And out number 1 on the grab. Jorge Soler up at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Noda in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. That misses. And 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. Misses. The count now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Hard hit to third. Moncada tossed to first. And that quickly 2 away. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. On the inside corner for a strike. LeMahieu, 36 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. And a foul ball. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And here it comes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch to LeMahieu. That misses the zone. Ball 2. And there's a ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And it stays fair.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And that one is downstairs, and the count is 2-0. Right through there for a strike. LeMahieu off of first with 2 away. And delivers outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Struck him out. He says Back in New York, we go to the top of the fifth. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Rodon back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Over to Goldie. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. So here's d'Arnaud with one out. There's your strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Up the middle. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Man at first, one away. Makes the grab for the second out. Kevin Newman, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
LeMahieu is there. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. And he grounds one to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, Aaron Judge. Stepping in now for the Yankees, 1 for 2. Sam Bachman comes on now. That one's in there, 0-1. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. And that drops in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. Pitch misses, 1-0.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Volpe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses, and that is that. Top 6, and now batting Mike. Trout. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. That's going back. Back some more. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here is Moncada, a switch hitter batting right. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Over to first, and there's two away.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
And that's a base hit. And that extends the inning. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler.
No, that's foul.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1.
Ball two.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Close, but called a ball, and it's 3-2. Judge. He makes the grab, and that is that. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Center field. Moniak under it. Puts it away for the out. Here comes Cody Bellinger. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. That's inside.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Goldie in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. That one hops against the fence. And that's a 2-out double.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
And that one is lifted in the air. Trout sizing it up. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the first baseman. Ryan Noda. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And they jump in front in the seventh. It's 1-0. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Here comes Travis d'Arnaud. He's 2 for 2. 1 on, nobody out. A run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Fought off foul. Throw over to first, and he's back in there. And that's downstairs and outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Loisaga checks the runner, and he's back safely. Now here is Mickey Moniak. Late swing, foul to the left. That one missed. Pickoff move to second. Neto back in on a dive. And that's disengagement number 2. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. In there. He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Judge really on his horse for this one. Can't reach this one. It gets down. In comes the run from third, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Trout, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Late on that fastball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Dominguez settles underneath it. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in there.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
That's hard hit on the line. Bellinger pulls that one down. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. That one ripped. That's back. Gone. And they inch closer. It's 4-1. Next to hit, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 2 in this one. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Sepperjohn. Swing at a ground ball. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. It's Aaron Judge now.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Ball, that's in.
The Yankees looking to rally. And another ball. That clips the corner. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Judge leads off first with one away. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Stanton now. 1 for 3. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Reed Detmers. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back as again.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Throws to first in time. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Cousins back to work. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add to the lead. It's 5-1. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Angels making a move for a pinch hitter. Luis Rengifo. 0-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add on. It's 6-1. And next for the Angels, Ryan Noda. Foul ball there.
Too high. Ball.
Going to count 1 and 2. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one is absolutely belted. Bellinger drop step going back. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. And next for L.A., Zach Neto. And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. Judge cutting across, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Judge on the move. Brings it in. Out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. So in now for the Angels, Mickey Moniak. He swings and fouls one off. Bellinger makes the catch, inning over. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Swings through that one for strike one. Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of simmered down and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. And the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kenley Jansen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
That misses off the outside edge. And a foul ball. 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Noda under this one. And there's 2 away. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Kevin Newman. And ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And first offering is fouled off. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate, in there safely.
Back-to-back base hits. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 9-1.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Bellinger makes the grab, one away. So man aboard. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Coming home. And he's got himself a triple.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Dominguez brings it in with a nice run and grab. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jose Quijada.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Darno makes the catch. And there's one down. And now Jason Dominguez.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And that one in the air center field. Moniak in position, hauls it in for the out. So they're down to their final out. Here comes Aaron Judge. Outside, ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take this one in a blowout.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win.